Yeah, I've been using pedals for really a long time. I started messing around with them back in the late 70s. My very first pedal I used for harmonica was an old MXR 6-band equalizer. And I came across a DOD analog delay, and I put it into that, and that sounded good to me, and so I figured, well, you know, this pedal thing might be something worth looking into. Back in those days, I played through a Mini Brute 2. It was a solid state amp, but you wouldn't believe how good it sounded. Very, very warm, very, very fast sound. So with that in mind, I've talked a little bit about my pedal boards. I got 3 of them that I use for harp. Big one, middle one, and the small one. And kind of my approach to using pedals. So here goes. This is the big board. This has all the effects that I like to use at a gig. Takes up a little bit of space on the stage, but that's okay. Let's start over here. I send the mic into an EP booster. It's my understanding that the EP booster is the preamp from the old Echoplex tape delay system. It really does fatten up the sound. And it goes into this 7-band EQ. And the reason that I really like this one is that most EQs don't have that 500 hertz element that you can notch. And to me, that's what really gives a big good sound to the harp. From there, I send the signal into a TC Electronic sub and up. This is what I use when I'm looping with my loop station to emulate the bass sound. I'll give you a demonstration. I'll then send that signal into this great pedal, Lone Wolf Blues Company harp tone. This pedal just, it magically gives a really good tone to the harp. Highly recommended. I really think it's great. That in turn goes into this POG. And the way I use the POG is to like fatten up a note. Something like this. The next pedal that I use is a Lex Strymon. This is my B3 sound. I've used a lot of these various types of rotary pedals that are supposed to emulate that B3 sound, but well, I don't know, this one right here seems to have nailed it. I really, really like this pedal a lot. Sounds like this. Sometimes I'll add the POG to it. This is an interesting pedal right here. This is a Baby Quasar sub-decay. And it's hard to explain, but what it does is it kind of gives this wah effect to your notes. I don't use it a lot, but whenever I want to have, add some color to a rhythm to a rhythm feel or something like that, it really seems to do the job. Sounds like this. Another pedal that I like a lot is the Electro Harmonix Pitchfork. It's got a couple of settings on it. I'll demonstrate both of them. The first one, it's hard to explain. It just kind of makes the note kind of brighter and shimmers a little bit more. Kind of like this. This is the second setting that I like on the Pitchfork. It's a doubler. It's kind of an octave effect. To get a nice reverb sound, I really like the Dispatch Master Earthquake device. It's really two things in one. It's a reverb and a delay. And I try to set it up, and I leave it on probably all the time to just kind of give me that room sound to the harp notes, kind of like this. Here it is without it. It's subtle, but I really like the way it sounds. Sometimes when I'm soloing, I like to add a deep delay. So I found this Tom's Line Pure Echo, relatively inexpensive, but it really does sound good. It doesn't have that harsh overring that a lot of delays seem to have. I really like it a lot. It kind of sounds like this. Seems like more and more I'm not taking an amp to my gigs. Getting old and they're heavy. So I got turned on to the Joyo American, and it's kind of an amp simulator, but I think it sounds really good. I've got it kind of set up, has kind of a Fendery sound, and sounds like this. I send everything, the whole signal chain, lastly through the BBE Sonic Maximizer. I've been using one of these things for many, many years. I had one in a rack in my studio, and then they came out with the foot stomp version of it. It's always on, and I don't know what it does, but it just makes a magical, full sound, and I really like them. So, anyway, oh yeah, and then the last thing, like I said, a lot of times I'm not even using an amp anymore, so I've got, again, from the Landry bunch, the little red direct box going directly to the PA, and there's no noise. It's just it's a great little box. And then lastly, because I do so much looping, I'll use this RC3 loop station. I've got several loop stations, but this one here, it's it gets the job done. Single channel, but it works. So anyway, that's pretty much my pedal pedal setup. And also, I like to use the Boss right here, the F5, FS5U. Turn the loop station on and off. I'll always have the EP and the EQ on. I'll always have the harp tone on. I'll always have the dispatch maker on, or a dispatch master on, and then I'll always have the sonic stomp on. Then I'll, depending on what I'm trying to achieve, then I'll use the various pedals. So in a nutshell, that's what I do. Oh yeah, one other thing. This great mic right here blows me away. I love this mic. For many, many years, I was an RE10 guy, and they're still great mics. But this one right here, there's something about it that it really, really just brings the pedals, brings the harp to life. Great mic. So keep harping, and have a good day. Bye.